Greetings guys, it's Irish here. So in this video I thought I would tell you a little bit about my experience with my work keyboard. Now during the beginning of the pandemic, the US was handing out the stimulus checks, so I decided to get myself an Ergodox EZ. So actually let me show it to you. So this is just one half of it. So it is done by a company called Ergodox. I believe they have a manufacturing company out of Singapore. So, for those who don't know, the Ergodox is a build your own split ortholinear keyboard. Now, ortholinear means that it's like in a grid instead of staggered like a regular keyboard. What makes this even better is it is hot swappable. You can adjust any of the keys to whatever you want, and they mass produce this so you don't have to wait for a mass drop to come out with one, so you can get all the pieces together and solder it and do everything by hand. So they do mass produce this. So because I do a lot of typing, and one of my coworkers is very stickler with ergonomics, decided to get one of these. This is probably what is known in the keyboard world as an end game keyboard, so I'm probably not going to get uh, away with this. I can switch out the switches if they go bad. I can switch out the everything else. So as you saw before, it is RGB lighting, excuse me, and it does come with the tent kit, and it also comes with like a rubberized wrist rests, which are somewhere else right now. But so all these keys here are programmable. So if I really wanted to, I could do every single key that you see here as an A, B, C, D, or whatever. So because many of you know, I am in Dvorak. I'm a Dvorak user. So what's nice is it does come with a key puller with a combination of a switch puller too. And then it comes with a few other keycaps where you can, for those who do Dvorak or Colmac or another layout, because the J and the K have those little bumps that you see. So they actually come with a J and a K without the bumps, so you can move it around a little bit. I believe the keycaps are DSA, but please correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, I've been on this thing for about a year now. I did it right again as the quarantine happened, and it took me about I say a good month or two just to get used to it. Because again, I am on my laptop here. I usually do my uh, the, the the keyboard that comes with it, which is staggered. Now, one of the things that it does help you with is to do the keys properly. So as you can see here, here's just a basic thing here. Now, when I type on my keyboard on my laptop, the JK, I actually do it with my finger, which is for the U. So it's my pointing for my pointer finger. Technically, you are supposed to use your middle finger. Now, with this, it does help you. So, as you can see, here's the J key right here, or the E. So it does force me to actually press the JK with my middle finger instead of having my pointing finger, which is bad ergonomics or bad typing prowess or whatever. So I am a little bit slower on the Ergodox than I am on a regular staggered keyboard. I can go back and forth with each other. This is the first time I've ever had an ortho, and it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to be. I always wanted to test something out like this, and I am, as I'm getting older, I know my hands are getting a little weaker, so I was hoping that the split keyboard would actually help. Yeah, it's really good. It's definitely, anyone who sees it at my work is definitely like, wow. It does have the wow factor. So let me show you the website for the Ergodox here. So they actually do have several different types. So this is the generation. The new one is called the Moolander. And then I'll just show you what it kind of looks like here. So we'll say buy now. So you can get it in white. So here's the wrist pads here. And then so you can, these, if you don't do lighting, the RGB lighting, there's a lot more. But if you have lighting, you're very limited on the ones. The ones that I have is the Kale Coppers, and they feel very good. Some of the switches actually have broke, so I have replaced them with the Cherry MX Reds. But here are all the ones. So you can see these are not compatible with Glow, but you can have MX Reds, Cherry Silence, Cherry Whites, Kale Browns, stuff like that. So I know you can get the Silent Reds in RGB from somewhere else, so I may eventually do that. So we'll say blue. And then you can actually say black, tint kilt, ring rest, even if you don't want the glow. As you can see now that the price has actually gone down. So now if we click the glow, it's $2.99, and if you add these parts here, it jumps up quite a bit. So it is very expensive, I will grant you that, but again, this is a board you will have probably for the rest of your life, if not for a long, long time. And then, so with that, it comes with a Ergodox EZ configurator. So I'll show you what mine looks like a little bit here. So you can create your own macros and stuff like that. So let me show you what mine looks like. This is for work. So as you can see, it is in the Dvorak layout. Now, since I do work in IT, I do a lot of remoting into people's accounts. So on my home row with my Windows, my remote software is actually the third icon down below. So if I hit Windows key and the number 3, it actually will bring that up. Same thing with the command line. It's the 4th position. And then for my screenshot, I actually just recently found this out. If you do a shift Windows key and the letter S, that will actually bring up a built-in screenshot, which I never knew about until recently. Now I actually do have to cut, copy, and paste quite a bit. So as you can see, it's that general thing. I do refresh, and then will have to search for certain keywords on certain pages. So I have the Control F functionality, and then the lock screen. Now, since I do have to put in IP addresses on my second layer, I have my numpad. This is about stock, actually. I think I just changed it. I think this is on the left-hand side or something like that. So you can actually make this glow. So as you can, let me switch back here. As you can kind of see here, oh, hang on. As you can see, it glows, and it has different glowing effects and everything else like that. So yeah, it's a very great board for my needs for work, and it gives me everything that I need. I also was delving a little bit into the Colmac DH, so this is what that looked like. I did change it a little bit because I do a lot of opening up the Windows Explorer or the folder, so I have to do a Windows E. It's easier to do that on the Dvorak layout than it is here. I did create the folder thing here, so it is Windows E. It helped a little bit, but I still was slower. On here with my Ergodox, I'm about a 60 to 70 words per minute, which is fine for my work, but when I have to type out a certain password, it slows me down, and then the call actually takes a lot longer, where on the Dvorak side, I could type a lot faster. There are pros and cons for each one of these. For a while, I actually did have both of these combined, so you can have up to 36 layers on here. Now, for those who are curious, I have gamed on this, and it is actually really good. If I was going to game on this more often, I think I would actually have a gaming layer, which can be just one. So it would just fit, so you would have your mouse on one hand and one of the halves on the other side, and that's all you would need. That's the nice thing about the split. So as a bonus thing, I will show you guys just a basic typing test here. It's been a while since I've done this, so give me one sec. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be a little slower here, so let's just do a 15-second thing here. So oh wow. Now, because I know I'm making excuses on this one, but since my keyboard's a lot further apart than I am at work, so it's a little awkward for me here. But so yeah, I definitely slower on here. I think I did get to 100 on this board maybe one time. By average about 80 or 90, which is fast enough. On a regular staggered, I can do up to 110 words per minute. So there's benefits, but for the ergonomics and the comfort, it was a very good purchase for me. Hopefully this, I just wanted to give you just a kind of a vlog-like review of my experience with my Ergodox. Again, it is expensive, I will admit that, but I think it's well worth the money for the comfort. And then again, you could switch out the keys and everything else like that, where with the one that you have to build, it's soldered in, so you better like the switches and the keys the way that you like it. So, but yeah, hopefully my next video I'm still working on getting Gentoo encrypted with a encrypted boot USB. So I am still working, excuse me, I am still working on that. It is going to take a lot more time for that. But on my desktop, I might do a encrypted Slackware install, since there's like maybe one other video on YouTube. So I thought I would maybe do like an updated version of that and show you the steps to get Slackware encrypted. So, but if you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know, and I will catch you guys next time.